All right, let's talk about week 10 of the UFL Roundup quickly. First game Friday night, Dallas goes out with a win. They sack Luis Perez 7 times. They win their final game. St. Louis has already declared at least number 2 seed in a home playoff game, so they really had nothing to play for. But you have to question, even though their defense is great, their offensive line has got some work to do. You cannot allow your star quarterback on the last game to get sacked 7 times. And Luis Perez and the quarterbacks have thrown 17 interceptions this year and only 10 games. So, should be an interesting game next week in their home playoff game. Second game, Houston Gamblers do a hell of a job playing spoiler. They showed up for that game. Beeham laid an egg in a game they needed, plus needed help. Both teams end the year at 4-6, which is good for the league. I mean, it was good to see the Gamblers not give up and play hard. These guys are all playing for NFL film also, so that's the beauty of this league. These guys don't give up. They can't afford to give up. They want to go to the next level. But good job by Houston. AJ is his first year as a coach. Listen, be fair. He made some mistakes for a rookie, for a guy who never coached before. I'm going to come a lot of slack. He'll be better next year. Third game, my defending champion, DC Defenders. Again, a couple of bad interceptions, mistakes, cost them the game. In a game I think they needed to win. Now with the St. Louis Laws, Orlando had nothing to play for because they had a home neutral playoff game and the number 1 seed now. But they went on to win. I guess they decided they want to play DC the following week for the 3rd straight week in the playoffs. I can't blame them. DC's hurting. They've lost 4 in a row. They lost their starting quarterback. And even though the game's going to be in a neutral site, Orlando's got the big advantage right now in that one. And with that game being decided, Orlando was 1, St. Louis was 2, DC was 4, and Louisville, before he even got to play the game, was already given the number 3 seed. And speaking of Louisville, nice win over the Columbus Aviators. The Aviators came out and played very hard. That was a real good game until Louisville pulled out in the end. Mike DeRilio, the former DC quarterback, got the start over Rodgers, saving him for the playoff game next week, and he looked good. He had a good game. Louisville wins. They get the number 3 seed. So next week we're all set up. First game at the neutral site, which is ridiculous. DC, the 4 seed, 5-5, will play Orlando 8-2. Be pressure Andy Beck to finally win a big game, and then Louisville will go to St. Louis, and there'll be pressure on St. Louis to actually win a big home playoff game. So, what's your opinion? Love to hear it, folks. And for the love of football, we'll talk to you later.